Hello! Today I'm going to teach you how to make the easiest salsa you will ever make, and one that people will love. Trust me, honey. I've gotten so many compliments on this salsa. It's what I used to take if I went to like gatherings or whatever. I won't call them parties because you think party, but no, like church, Sunday school, class events, that kind of thing. Because my best is a little G-rated. Now, I will be out of the frame most of the time. All the action is about the food. So I've got to adjust you a little bit so you can sit down the counter. And I'm being absurd, pardon me. But anyway, I actually made it super, super easy because I've made it where you don't have to peel any garlic or, strip any big bushes of cilantro, which normally I do that. But I decided to go with the super, super easy route today. So let's get started. Yeah, and I apologize. I still don't know how to edit. Someone help me, please. We're going to use a potato. There we go. We're propping you up with a potato. Do you feel loved by the potato? Can you see? I'll tilt you this thingy of you. Okay. Okay. First thing is we want to now see. I put in a ton of garlic, and this is about average, But I normally put in more. I'll put in a whole head of garlic. I love raw garlic. You don't believe me? There you go. Now, I'm the only one that's going to be eating this salsa, so it's okay that I did that. And you know what? Even if you're not, if it's your family, it's okay. Your saliva is just a little extra love. Okay, we want to. It's about to get loud up in here. We want all those little garlics just teeny tiny because big chunks of garlic can be kind of spicy because we're not cooking this. Okay, and next what we're going to do is we're going to take some green onions. Now, literally, this recipe, I'm giving you the basis of the recipe. You can adjust it any way you like. More onion, less onion, more garlic, less garlic, more tomato, more lime, whatever. Which I need salt. Hold on. That is something that is awesome about this recipe is that it is so adjustable and always so good. These are green onions in the South. They're green onions in other parts of the world. They're called scallions. Pretty much it's all green onions, okay? So I like green onion a lot. As a child, my grandmother grew these in her garden in the summers, and she would just put green onion out in a glass on the table at mealtime, and I would literally chew on, well, it's fine when it doesn't have roots. Just chew on, like that. I love it that much. Green onion is very, very mild, and you'll notice I'm not washing. You know what? They get washed in the process to come to the store. They get sprinkled at the store. And a little dirt, you know what? Won't kill you. Of course, we've had some situations in recent decade or so with like stuff like bacteria and stuff getting on our produce. And I'm probably stupid for not washing, but I have this weird thing where with vegetables, I kind of like them kind of dirty. Okay? But I'm also a person that has eaten pieces of raw potato all her life. If I'm cutting up potato for anything, I will literally take a bite, just a little bite. Well, not an actual physical bite, but a piece of almost every potato if I have to do multiples. But no, if there's raw potato, I generally have at least one bite. And I've eaten whole raw potatoes before. No, it's weird. I'm sorry. I apologize. Actually, no, I don't. I don't apologize at all. Oh, hello. Malfunction. Technical difficulties. That was the chips I got to go with said salsa. This is actually a good way to get some people to eat veggies that don't like veggies much, because it is just nothing but veggies, and yeah, you got to eat it on a chip, but it's also good on other things. And we're getting loud again, darlings. You want all the little onions just completely obliterated. Now we're going to do our cilantro. You know, I did not know until recently that for some people, cilantro tastes like soap. And I'm like, I would be so sad if cilantro tasted like soap, because it's in so many Mexican, Tex-Mex, and even Asian foods, different Asian foods. Okay, that's just a sad cilantro. We don't want the sad cilantro. If there's any yellowing or anything like that, throw them away. But it doesn't mean that a whole bunch is bad. But you do have to take some stems off. You know, but you don't have to strip them like from a big bush. I grow cilantro every summer. I grow sweet basil and cilantro every summer on my porch. But for some reason this year, my cilantro, it grew really, really tall. And then all the leaves, you know, the part you eat, died. But it's blooming on top. It's like it's too mature or something. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it really is. It's like it's too mature. Anyway, back to cilantro tasting like soap. You know, I had never heard that before, and it made me taste some cilantro. I walked out on my porch and took a leaf off the plant. Yeah, that was me. Anyway, and I was tasting it. I was like, you know what? I can see it. I can see where it kind of tastes like soap, but at the same time, when it's mixed with other things, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, we're going to pulse. Pulse. Sassy bun. I just obliterated my sassy bun. Look at that. Anyway, now next we're going to take, these are big juicy Arkansas tomatoes. We've gotten a little beat up, but we're still good. Anyway, now see, Arkansas. The soil in Arkansas is very good for certain things. We have Hope, Arkansas, which is the watermelon capital of it's either just the country or it is the whole world. I am not positive. But literally a Hope watermelon, an Arkansas watermelon, is sweeter and juicier and tastier than watermelons that are brought here from other places. And I'm just taking the thing out. Look how big its belly button is. It's not a belly button, but that's what I'm calling it. It's belly button. It's where the stem was. Because this can be kind of, you know, gross and bitter, and we don't want that. My little tomato. Anyway, so we just want to kind of chop these up in some chunks, because we're going to Actually, speaking of my garden, which is 2 pots of herbs and some flowers, I actually had some garlic cloves. I learned this recently. Some garlic cloves that were starting to sprout, like the green on the bottom, which I usually eat those, and most people think that they're too old and they're too spicy, too strong then, but I absolutely love them when they get to that point. Because, I mean, when I say I love garlic, I'm not exaggerating. I would put garlic on everything and in everything. I love garlic, okay? But my job when I was little, when my grandmother would make spaghetti, would be to, actually, I'm going to show you the tool. Let's pause for a minute. I actually still have it, and this thing is probably 70 years old. It's definitely from the 40s. My job when I was little, when my grandmother made, hold on, let's prepare, let's do a real demonstration. We need a better one than that. Here we go. That's right. You just saw me beat the crap out of this garlic clove. It was bad, man. It was a bad garlic clove. See, we got one of those little green things. I love those. Into the salsa it goes. Okay, my job as a kid, now I'm going to get to it, is, you see, here's this. So it's got a little bit of rust on it. That's not going to hurt anything. Just some vitamins and minerals there. Was to take this, put garlic in, and then, wait, hold on. I just squirted garlic everywhere. Oh no. Okay. Well, you know what? We're just going to take the paper towel that has the garlic on it, and we're just going to wipe this up a little bit real quick. Being good. I messed up a little bit. And that actually would happen when I was a kid, but it just didn't want to go. But, yeah, that was my job for garlic bread, was when we made spaghetti. That no one else could do that. That look. Anyway, and see, it's all squishy in there. And I'm going to add that to the salsa because let's not waste the garlic. The garlic is our friend, even though most of the garlic is all over my kitchen now. You can't make up the bloopers. It's fine. Anyway, this thing is just really old, and I still have it. I have the pan she made cocoa for me in. I have her measuring cup. These are all things that mean a lot to me because I spent a lot of time with my grandmother in the kitchen. And I learned to cook very, very young as a result, and had an interest in cooking. My aunt says because my mother's cooking was so bad, I learned to cook in self-defense, and she's kind of right. Okay, we're going to pulse just a little bit. Okay. Don't want that sticker on the counter. Now we're going to cut our second tomato. Look, it's got a big belly button too. And yeah, I shouldn't face my knife towards me, but you know what? I just can't cut any other way. So, you know, if I cut myself all the time, I've got my little fancy, I've got a whole set of these. They're very sharp. And you know what? It's just a little blood, just some cuts. They heal. It's no big deal. There might be blood all over my hallway from where I cut myself and couldn't stop bleeding and went looking for bandages and stuff. We don't talk about that. Just don't go look at the light switch. Okay, I won't take you down there. Anyway, I see it and we'll be like doing something and we'll be like, oh yeah, I need to clean that. And then forget about it again until the next time I see it. But no, I did. I got blood on the light switch. Yeah, no luminol here, please. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna whir. Are we? Oh, and I made it loose. Oops. There's that. That, I just got all over my thing. Excuse me. I threw tomato juice at y'all. Forgive me. Anyway. Arkansas has really good soil for things like, this is a lime, and sometimes I actually put some of the zest of the lime in it, but I'm really not in the mood for that bitter situation this time, so it just depends on my mood. But and Arkansas has really good soil for watermelons, really good for cucumbers, really good for tomatoes, and so summer here is just wonderful for getting your fruits and veggies, and we have a watermelon festival in Hope, and my grandmother's people are from Hope and have grown watermelons in the past. So, and let me tell you, the soil may be good for watermelons, but you don't want to be out on a really windy day. You'll get carried away by a dust devil. It is not a heavy soil, and as a result, it just is it's very, oh, lemon juice everywhere because I did not approach this correctly. Okay, there's that. We're going to put the whole lime in there, but you know what? Lime is a thing that people either like or hate. I love it. I love lemon, I love lime in my cooking. There's some pulp coming through, but there's no seeds in there, so it's okay. All right. Number 2. I love this little citrus reamer. It is so just cute and handy dandy, and cost me $3.58 at Target on clearance. Okay, when you say score, because I needed one. I'd been looking at them and I was like, these things are just too expensive for me. I used to have my grandmother's and I don't know. I think it maybe got broken. But I got to do that too. I got to do oranges when I was a kid. Now there's a seed there, and I'm just going, oh no, it's not a seed. It's a piece of tomato. How did that happen? Okay. You know what? If I got a seed in there, it's no big deal. It'll grind up. Let's not cry. And the secret ingredient to my salsa is Rotel. I use mild. You can use the other. They have a roasted one, a roasted tomato one. They have hotter ones. I like the mild. Diced tomatoes, green chilies. Just 1 can drained. And I know you're going, but we put fresh tomatoes. For 1, this adds some heat with the green chilies. And for 2, it adds a textural situation. That is delightful. 3 points for Heather. That was a basketball reference. I used to love playing basketball when I was a kid. I was a fat kid, but I was athletic. Now here comes the part that really is about taste. I'm going to salt it, and I've got to taste it to salt it. And remember, though, when you're doing this and you're tasting it, remember that, you know, you're going to be putting salty chips in it. I mean, you can use it with veggies. It's really good with, like, celery and stuff. But, but remember, you're going to be using salted chips, most likely, because most people eat chips and salsa, not, you know, broccoli and salsa, though that would be lovely. I know that cauliflower is very popular right now. You can make cauliflower chips. My friend Roger is probably going to think that's blasphemy. I'm sorry, Roger, but you know, I agree too. Cauliflower is cauliflower. It is not bread. It is not dough. It is not a carb, okay? Okay. You see? Okay, what I've got is pink Himalayan salt, which is just my preference. You can use any salt you like. When I put salt in things, it is almost always this stuff I've got here, and I highly recommend it. I am not sponsored, but please, the beautiful Brownie C, sponsor me. I love this stuff, and tell everybody I know I meet. And I know that I love it. It's Magic Unicorn Salt. And it is a mixture of things. It's pure ocean salt, celery seed, rosemary, granulated garlic, and smoked paprika. And this in place of regular salt on anything you salt. I mean, like eggs, meat, vegetables, pasta, whatever. That right there is what you want. Okay. We need to whir a little and taste. Whir and taste. Figure out how to get the lid on first. That would help. There's a lot of trial and error. We're going to use a little plastic spoon because heaven forbid I'll wash one. One more. And this, it tastes so fresh, and it is the right time of year. Not that much comes out, by the way, when I do this. It's the right time of year for things like fresh, you know, fresh, yummy. You know, you've got, it's a good time of year for tomatoes and for herbs and all that stuff. So if you're growing tomatoes in your garden, perfect. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Simple, very good. I promise you, people will love it. If you make it for them, ignore the mess back here. There's like a cat litter thing there. Anyway, a box of cat litter and a fire extinguisher. Here's a snow cone maker under my arm. Anyway, my kitchen table doesn't get used for anything other than storing crap. Anyway, I hope you make it. I hope you enjoy it. You have a good day. Peace, my babies.